Get people excited to do what I want by framing my words correctly, helping me transform rejections into compliance almost every time. It feels like an actual life hack when I use this, and I want you to have these skills too. I'll show you the tactics that allow me to easily persuade so many different people, using Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones as an example, and stay till the end to discover a mindset shift that really helped me execute these properly. First method I use is framing the problem as a shared issue, showing how my plan is actually a win-win for the both of us. I learned to stop talking about my own benefit and focus instead on what they get from whatever I'm asking them to do, as people generally care about themselves first. I lay out how my challenges inconvenience them, and how shared action will produce mutual benefits. Tyrion does this when he convinced Joffrey to join the Battle of Blackwater by making it a win-win situation. He told Joffrey that fighting would make him famous and earn the loyalty of his people, saying it with direct eye contact to express confidence in his plan and understanding towards Joffrey's selfish desires, improving his reputation while protecting King's Landing at the same time. When I use this, it feels extra satisfying because I don't feel grimy like I'm manipulating them, because we're both getting something out of the deal at the end of the day. You could use this to turn your desire for a flexible work schedule into a win-win situation, for example, even if you worry about your older bosses not taking you seriously. Emphasize how remote work enhances productivity and work-life balance, maintaining eye contact to convey its importance. By applying this approach effectively, along with the right mindset, explained at the end of this video, you'll consistently succeed in winning people over. This is especially powerful in writing, where you have time to think through the problems, challenges, and your response. The win-win tactic works really well with tactic 2, setting their value high to set a baseline. If you're a normal person like me, you can agree that we hate losing more than we love winning. So I take advantage of this common psychology by setting someone up with high esteem in a way that makes it look like turning down my suggestion lowers their esteem. To help you understand what I mean, Tyrion uses this a lot on Daenerys, by always highlighting her great leadership in a way that benefits himself. This helped him prevent her from killing him at their first encounter, for example, and made Daenerys more determined to work together with him, as they both wanted the same thing for the Seven Kingdoms: peace and happiness. So while using open and relaxed body language, which subconsciously causes her to let her guard down, Tyrion praises her and encourages her to join forces with him, gaining her trust. It's really interesting seeing this work so well on so many people when done correctly, because it's literally one of the main tricks my parents used on me to get me to clean up after myself when I was just a little kid. Speaking of parents, let's say you wanted to get your parents to support your pursuit of an unconventional job, like being a YouTuber or starting a business, for instance. Set their reputation high by reminding them they're supportive, reassuring them that they can trust you. Whoever you're talking to will always want to be the person you make them seem to be, eager to keep up that appearance. Everyone hates losing status, so start by telling them that they're the perfect person to help you. Presume the sale to help them say yes to you. But maybe you aren't trying to convince just one person, but need to persuade a group of people at the same time. Then your best bet is to use method 3, motivating people with competition. Right before the Battle of Blackwater, Tyrion wanted to inspire the soldiers, so putting a determined look on his face to strongly reflect his emotions and fighting spirit, he made a speech, making them believe that they could show how loyal and brave they were, saying it was a chance to protect their homes and families. This subconsciously made the soldiers feel like they were in a competition, as their actions would show how much honor they would earn relative to one another by defending their city. Note that the expression on your face is solely a reflection of the thoughts in your head, so once you learn the right mindset later on, you'll be able to use the skill anytime you need to. If you're on a sports team, for example, and wanted to use this skill to win more games, motivate your teammates with friendly competition between yourselves, inspiring them to be the best amongst you. Sell it to them with the idea of scholarships, professional opportunities, and winner's pride, and make sure your face reflects your excitement and passion to effectively make them act. The urgency and sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, competition creates in any field, is a great way to lead people to making choices, and you can use that to your advantage. Oftentimes, you may not even need to initiate competition yourself, or anything that you need the other person to do, using step 4, leading them to the idea. Here's a question for you. Would you rather get on board with a great idea, or be the one to come up with it yourself? The reality is we all want to be the genius, so I always use this desire to my advantage, and let them come to the idea that I want them to implement by their own means, guiding them through the problem and the steps that I took to think of it. Not only framing it as something that they want, but positioning the conversation in a way that makes it seem like they came up with it in the first place. To stop Daenerys from becoming too powerful and dangerous, Tyrion cleverly makes her think that his ideas are her own, subtly suggesting peaceful strategies by surrounding King's Landing instead of attacking it, saying it's a kinder way to rule. He tells her that she'll be remembered as a hero, brought freedom, and finally stopped the cycle of cruel rulers. This helps keep her from using the destructive route, or at least for as long as he could. Doing this right always reminds me of the movie Inception, because, well, that's kind of what you're doing, except the literal going into their mind part. Let's say there's somewhere you specifically want to go with your friends for a trip. Use this tactic by subtly talking about all the fun things you could do there. If they like the idea and suggest it themselves, they'll think it was their idea. They'll feel proud to be an adventurous planner, and you'll get to visit that exciting place you wanted to go. When someone comes to the same conclusion as you, but on their own, they're immediately bought in. Take them on a journey from problem to solution and they'll have rock-solid conviction that you're right. As promised at the start of the video, the big mindset shift that I use to effectively use all these tactics on friends, family, and strangers alike consists of 3 key components. 1. You're irrelevant. Put yourself as a second priority when outlining why a course of action is good. The other person isn't interested if they don't get something from it. 2. Why should they care? Ask yourself this every time. Is the ultimate test for whether your argument or plan is persuasive? Make them care by starting with their needs and desires. 3. You can't win them all. As effective as these strategies are, you won't win over all people all the time. Embrace rejection as a stepping stone to the growth and the improvement of your persuasive power. If you just keep these 3 simple ideas close to mind and use the tactics in the right situations, you'll be infinitely more persuasive. Look at how tyranny can sell people on anything from strategies to marriages to alliances, and now you can too.